So my last video that I'm sure is being suppressed is basically about how that the millennial kingdom already happened, and that the mark of the beast was a long time ago, not in our lifetime. But the Bible scholars, you know, because all the scholars know so much, but they were taught at seminary school. The worst place I believe probably to learn about the Bible, because Jesus said there's only one teacher, him, and he said the whole world lies with the wicked one. So we've been living in, it's very hard. I mean, there are times where to me it's like, did we all just fail and we're in hell? Because of the craziness going on, the absolute absurdity, especially from the higher educated going along with it. You know, or just being silent. It shows like you cannot be strong and stand in truth if you need to be with God. You don't need to be perfect with him. He knows nobody's perfect, but that's what you need. So here's the thing. Let me show you some verses, because this is more where I think we're at, is Revelations 21 and 22, which is the last books. Everybody else, all the scholars, are waiting for the mark of the beast. They're waiting for that ult. And there's a lot of people that want to make you believe that. There's a lot of people that are pushing this war, that Israel defending themselves, this is biblical, blah, 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 on both sides. And yet both sides don't realize, well, no, there's some people that know it already all took place. But the best way to deceive you, as Jesus said, all will be deceived. The best way to deceive you is to make you believe, no, it's coming. No, we kind of already have been living under the that wicked one system, okay? They've been stealing your money. They've been messing with your kids. They're really just out with themselves now, almost as if they know their days are numbered. So here's Revelations 20, I think it's 21 and 22. I'm just going to show some parts of them. This is 21. The city does not need the sun or the moon to shine on it, for the glory of God gives it light, and the Lamb is its light. The nations will walk by its light, and the kings of the earth will bring their splendor into it. On no day will its gates ever be shut, for there will be no night there. The glory and honor of the nations will be brought into it. Nothing impure will ever enter it, nor will anyone who does what is shameful or deceitful, but those whose names are written in the Lamb's book of life. These are jumping around a little bit. There were 3 gates on the east, 3 on the north, 3 on the south, and 3 on the west. The wall of the city had 12 foundations, and on them there were the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. The angel who talked with me had a measuring rod of gold to measure the cities, its gates, and its walls. I don't know, I've heard Trump mentioned many times, and this could mean nothing. I'm just there's no coincidences. Anybody who's has faith knows there's no coincidences. And he said many times, we're standing on liquid gold. Interesting that he's used that term so many times. The city was laid out like a square. I'm not going to read all that. That's just the measurements. One of the 7 angels who had the 7 bowls full of the 7 last plagues came and said to me, "Come, I will show you the bride, the wife of the Lamb." And really what it is Jesus returning to be among his people. It's the bridegroom. And he carried me away in the spirit to a mountain great and high, and showed me the holy city, Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God. Yeah, so there's a lot of people just waiting for this rapture. There's a lot of people waiting for this mark of the beast, have been for, at least my entire lifetime waiting. And yet I think that already all happened. It's the greatest way to deceive the whole world is by thinking it hasn't happened. But there's no proof it didn't happen yet. In fact, there's more proof to say it did, because of the structures that were built back in a time when it would be impossible for them to build. We're talking thousands of years ago. Like, everybody's questioned the pyramids and many other structures. Like, how is this possible? Well, the whole world lies with the wicked one. He's the great deceiver of all. But the cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars, they will be consigned to the fiery lake of burning sulfur. This is the second death. Yeah, because it's coming after. There's many, the second death, it can apply to many things, actually. I'm not going to get into that. But again, this is after the mark of the beast. This is after all of that. I think we're past all that. This is ultimately where I think we're at. Something's told me this for a few years. I just a feeling I have a new heaven and a new earth. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and he will dwell with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God." This, forget the top part, but start at 5. This is one of my favorite verses, especially in Passion of the Christ. He who is seated on the throne said, "I am making everything new." There's a scene when Jesus says that as he's walking up to the, Calvary, and he falls down, Jim Caviezel does, and his mother comes running. It's like my favorite tear-jerking moment of the movie. And he's all bloody and beaten and all of this, and the heavy cross falls on him, and his mother runs to him, like to help him up, just like a mother would. And he looks at her and he says, "Look, mother, I make all things new." It's so tear-jerking to me. And so that's also said here. It just always sticks with me. Then he said, "Write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true." He said to me, "It's done. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty I will give water without cost from the spring of the water of life." See, so to the climate change people that want to carry on about the climate crisis, yeah, they really would want to really get people all freaked out into every other thing, because really I think much of it is designed to betray you, because, well, while you're worrying about climate and a bunch of stuff you shouldn't be worrying about because it's foolish, children are being hurt right now, like with this transgender. I mean, like, the transgenderism on children is the most wicked thing ever. I don't think in my lifetime I've ever seen anything more wicked than that. And then to see the most highest of educated supporting it, well, all will be deceived. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. And he saith unto me, Seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this big book, for the time is at hand. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they who do his commandments. And it goes, so it's, yeah, it's the new heaven and new earth. So I don't believe that I think everybody has you focused, because again, until the glass ceiling breaks, let's put it that way, that evil one still is in control.